But getting into the Punch newspaper for today, we have a litany of interesting stories here. We have APC kicks as Obi warns Tinubu against foreign media trips. Very so important. In 2024 alone, our dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, flew to different parts of the world 30 times in 1 year. 30 times. In fact, it was so bad that they started nicknaming him and President Ruto of Kenya as the flying presidents. The flying presidents, you know. And it's so surprising, actually, that with all of these foreign trips done by our president, the question is, can we really say that we can see the dividends of some of these things that he had gone for? I remember when he went to India, you know, and when he came back, he said that the Indians were going to come in with $14 billion. Till today, it's close to 1 year. 14 billion, we never see. The industries that the Indians were supposed to bring into Nigeria, we still never see. You know, and some other ones, you know, he said, you remember the logistic, you know, company called Mask, you know, that they were coming, they were going to come invest in Nigeria. The Mask themselves even denied it, that they never said so. You know, so these are some of those things. And this boils down to the same thing that we keep talking about, that when leaders make service the most important thing, then they will realize that waiting you won't go look for Sokoto, they your Sokoto. Waiting you won't go look for Sokoto, they your Sokoto. With 200 million Nigerians, 200 million Nigerians, half of that 200 million Nigerians are over 100 million active Nigerians. What else are you going outside of the country to go look for? This is one population other countries are looking for. With over 200 million people, what else are you going outside to go look for? Rather than galvanize these people, rather than providing, sweet environment for them to strive. And you wouldn't even have to go to other countries. Other presidents will come looking for us here. You don't have any need to travel out of the country with over 200 million people. What? Do you know what that means? In the ant ecosystem, there are what we call workers, the queen and the workers, right? The beauty of the ant ecosystem is the fact that the workers are always there to serve the queen. The queen does not migrate to another place to go look for people to come work for her. All right? She stays back home, and while the workers work for the queen, they take care of the ecosystem. They feed everybody that needs to be fed. And that is what we should be talking about. With over 200 million people, you are still going out to go look for foreign direct investment. Do you know what just concentrating in Aba only, let's just even say Aba in Abia State. Do you know what the president can make out of Aba in Abia State? If really his desire is to build this country, if really the interest is to grow Nigeria from the inside, do you know what Aba alone can do to this country if really everything they need is provided for them? If electricity is provided to that particular place, if every infrastructure they need, that place would become the hub of production in sub-Saharan Africa. And with that, you don't need to go look for foreign direct investment. Do you know what Kano can do to the lives of Nigerians with the population that we have there? The arable land in Niger State alone is enough to feed the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, about 16 countries. The land in Niger State alone. These are blessings that God has placed in the hands of our leaders. These are blessings that God has placed in the hands of our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But rather than see some of these blessings and take advantage of them, we are all about looking for foreign direct investment that wouldn't even come. Foreign direct investment, and when we visit such countries, the presidents of those countries, they shake hands with us. They serve us well. They give us the best reception. But once we leave, they just chuckle and laugh at us because they know the wealth that we have. But our inability of utilizing that wealth is the biggest problem that we have. You know, so I just sincerely pray that 2025, that our president will travel less and concentrate on Nigeria and see how we can make things better. Apart from prior to elections, 2023 elections, When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu crisscrossed the length and breadth of Nigeria, when else did we see President Bola Ahmed Tinubu visit Ebonyi? Apart from during elections, when was the last time President Bola Ahmed Tinubu visited, Taraba? To just go see, on a sightseeing visit, to go say, okay, these people, I visited them before elections. Let me do a return visit to them and see what their challenges are and see what their problems are and see how I can work with the governor of the state, the senators of those particular places, to see how we can revamp that particular place. When was the last time President Bola Ahmed Tinubu visited Benue State to say, okay, this is the food basket of the nation. Let me work with Aliyah, the Reverend Father Aliyah, the governor of Benue State, to see how we can revamp this place to become the real food basket of not just Nigeria, but sub-Saharan Africa. When was the last time he took such visits? Of course, some of those visits are not important, but unfortunately, what we do not give regards to are the things that are very so important. And that is the truth. So what we are going to look for, Sokoto, they are our Sokoto. It's only when we take advantage of them. God only blesses what he sees. God is not Bet Niger, that you don't even need to do anything and he blesses you. No, God will say, plant the seed. Plant the seed. It is my responsibility to turn the seed to a tree. Plant the seed. That is the responsibility God and nature provide for us. Plant the seed, and I will turn the seed into a mangrove forest. But we don't plant the seed and we expect a mangrove forest that will yield everything. I do not know how magical that can actually be. And that is a problem that we find ourselves, unfortunately.